La Chumbema Edom NDC Amanyuku no. Na Osaka on behalf of the Amanyuku NDC. Lawyer Kwaba Bahanzo.
Oh, I'm just now where?
Onyamyadom.
Weekend Nekoye.
Well, a Koye, but for weekend drive now, my raise alarm. No, say, maybe by now can say a shadow. Access yesi kwansu nyinano ya de hihye bi ba na cars bi ebe twitwisa
towing for
ebe yefi ana ehu achinye ba ya na anya but isi lo anu crepa na se ofa Accra Kumasi kwantimpo no so e hyan hodo access ne bia access yesi no
mi wa Bunsu Johnson towing cars sisi ho
ebe yesi disan komo no me de na mi nsusuye mu kura ne se nipa ba ko Zoom Lions abrena na opre na de man na ha adwe kame de mi yene se nke enko no Ura region be an locality be your service providers no ewo ho I beboa because e di yewu kwan be this was the yentimi fa etwima mentwe na mentia se na say no sa e so na egusu problem egusu a ewo ho a
me no ya dwen ya no de you see ya na metaka say be so man we are more reactive than being proactive. Reactive than being proactive. Ya try ma BBC na de mika na yakoye bibi I'm proud say na menu na alternatives ni we so aka akwan popotos wasa
potos the motorway
potos come on potos na am say that could be one me man say me go kind say company am boom one say from so feeder roses one for website I just wanted to know their job keke me be a bam the medical who say they do maintenance am say maintenance ba etimu ye tuam ka boss me na maintenance na kwani nyina am project as na mako maintain ana esen kitten na ye maintain o man o ko America kada ticketa wona na ho portal say that toll free number that you call the o call is a toll free airport portal no o man at most 24 hours it must be fixed. If it's not to be capable man say you can sue the state as you dey yet ho hweto wi ya wakan wudu Bunsu Junction ndado wo tra ndado kakra bi na as wo de customer area no wo se to wi na apaka pako esisi kwa no sa. So the fact is that the question is that cars ni sisi wodi ya adenti na yema cars ni nko yadwuma no na ka bit mi sai na dia arahwo kan say ese na yakotu tisere de agugo say esere no ngan kira say ka bia say esi woni
yellow gallon tie cover
can you imagine na ba biso de besi ni so sharp care so it will be enu anya say bam na wosi so
bam
senyame anfa fie ni yankopon anyi wadom a na wo ye reckless kakra bia yenti asempa
bam sa han de nyame na de nyame na agi
enwan na nationalntem ntini yete a ye bere yo kwabra
nyame na de nyame na agi
enu ntini ye bere na yanko ye no ye be ndan we yaka
na party boko de
party mboko bibia da ye
me maka me de bia na ba ko me no bi da akoma so na
ende mami nika anyi na influence na ya ko because ye nya influence be hadwe
okay
ayi mami nika mo na akọ ya gbaso oboduma e ka so pa kwan na wo yi na wo ya de pa ekwan na wo ye na wo hu nse na wo hwe no wo ya de pa ka so afọ abọ na gbaso etucha man kase pa mo den yankopon shira no na ho de oboko so de asa adwuma na maka so afọ so mu hi obi obobo mbuto nya mpia otiri o kasa keke ana mu hia Ada say enti eno nso no
everybody kasa do
ne na megana me media nza ade asa na aga enti eno no enti na akọ ya wi ayi na sa nyimire ba bia obi a na ncha kase nkomo wi do hu na kwaso yi akwan na me hu when ya bre oba ba si ahyenika ejira ka so sa enya sem ketwa na ni abre we ndi say we no so nya mpio bedi na nya wo aka no bani se nya dantan de sikarite ba no eno na akoyo
okay
so what I say ni efa no nto edan to man minim say uhu ai se na no na mampanin say ye bona santa obi ansare no na ne boafu no
and na omdua enua no
ye dua enua no be na otwe miensam wo se bosumi mu ani
enu legon
ebe do bosumi enu bosumi be na otwe miensam ni mu na bia bibisa ni so uhu se na ne boasi afu no me busa ne question bi me say minim so tie ha bantu otie ne bana no jan nche no ye phone o kasa phone so obra na ye bona santa no hu no ne bagel no kasa telephone so obra na ye bona santa no amu no gina attention position na ne bagina phone so kasa no hu ne ba no sena ne ba no FGT. Did you see it? So nipa nu ngwase aketu abi o wonti bi da so wo hene ponte akonya so wa manimu so ye di police with me transfer compliment to your senior officer What you want? I have answer basic.
But no some
what you say? It's allowed. Or hate ya kunyaso. One tias ya ubuo futu tonsa. Suma kwa brana sa wan kono son kobisa de tia son kuma no one sa de wan sorry. Uban de no ya. Then waka fam.
No sorry o.
One na sorry.
The ba no sorry, but no tie call.
So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Say now we tie call and near permissible than they not go because no na want. You stand at attention position whether opa play video in back na one papa no. Say be onumpa when the police then the soldier then the one maybe other no. As ne the answer why former minister of no the president say no. Crowding who say at least you need to put his feet together. Now find some you no. No papa no. Papa ni ADC no General Chisu was giving a salute. But the baba who said that is the time to make phone call. That is the time to fidget around when the national anthem is being played. None of papa jana in China. I heard any buanfu. I heard the company buanfu. He one whom person and the banquet fidget well. Any and no mine. Wait, any and no. And only a neck. Ya bon national anthem ahina mpagyanim ukokwa pai. Unkofo different day some ampanya ya de san nibuafo onipam. Oba no so e. Ya twa on apology letter. So ahina twa me bwa. Ohina twa apology letter de bre me bwa na. E be tire dentia wantua so ne ba no so be tire dentia no so ye fonko. Ona de san jankroma no. Ne ba de san jankroma me bwa. Lady no de san.
Dominic what they say? Edwin mum ayo. On my trade on the phone so when the national anthem was being played. When every other person on the same line and not was at a position and no pay compliment to the national anthem. I don't know your phone call. Yeah, on the letter. Mine. Say but if we say bit of but them free. I said yeah, taste your point. And what is good for the goose is as well good for the gander. It is our hinibi yam our kind and nimua. One tiasia which mean can just abandon the work on autumn. You must speak about it. Casahunia was a womb. We are penny on for baby pampaso and for baby boom. I have him here, sir. What's he? Or Indian as him here. So no Indian as him here, then automatically or equally. If you say in law, they will tell you, he who seek equity must do equity, and you must come to equity with clean hands. That is equity maxim. It is another who say it was wrong on the part of the chief not to have stood up when the national anthem was being played there. Obant me forget it. Ebra ebo. Now. Because no one know anymore. When Chamo pay to go be a who. One champe. I don't want to know. Only buffalo you because one ninety. Otto the boat getting and said, when you know, tell us some person of more. Ya channel, while I found my best Simba FM. So, Heno, or any just about the day after. And another a day after. Why day is it Friday and 7 minutes? So Monchaki did my because I tell you, you didn't catch. Is it away? Yeah, I said Thursday. There you sure, but is it Thursday? I'm sure. Monchaki did me. Because one to me for no is that will be here and ya won't monoso. Or him pompo be on Papa and Jessie. How much more you? How much more you? So the needed apology must be rendered. And sooner, send them a person and never fantasy or maybe see me that. Say, Papa Nasanta, no general hobby, no obey the way any. But all I didn't know you know now, you're quitting. I think, what's your question? Now, is it train B and Namrium? I said MPP by.
na unchia me embisa me so
men am one floor no me manu see no acknowledge no mama acknowledge me na me see for na
obi ya wo kan wase
no be
last time we because on our platform you can get a way oh I am guys on our platform
oh what's it train be I then
oh man nchia me
oh akwaba I was akwaba just na dem into aso
ye nua na oba yo bi sa kwan so na o kan se
na mo bi di kwa kuma odi oni wie na mo se be do so wie na be kamera waka bi
ba ne fa wie bi she won komo ni training si for
what's it train I then
feasibility
ana mutu asa
kuma no sky train
oh nya mo se na be kan
no be se mi ti asa
sky train si baga na ha
oh Debbie I say early stages of the MPP they said
Sentia Bagana
project said
Bagana me ba
muka se
omo ye feasibility
o se Bagana ani ya twa sen sen ya twa
eba
omo njima no keke ne enko na agro nya den 2 den o se so timodi o se timodi
let trains
ele do trains ya $2 million o bi ajedi
o say
but that's not the only one.
I think
through the procurement process. Oh no, esa feasibility.
I'm grown and pro. Master na me busa question se baba
me boa.
Me medical. Okay, two now two near then. 2 trains.
There be trains.
And then
me medical ayas.
2 dia you
million. Kuma yasina nkoma amudi nam 2 million na
edom kuma na e wo hye bedwam. One dey atodwa se. Emre bi so ya na Ghana abansi ewie mu train no o dey ba.
Na enya gan kasa bi aban betrans ni na Ghana ba sere mu yemi ensi poni en kasa Ghana ba kan ni kan bi the past
o mun pinin kan ni si for ho asem ni bi bia
na mo down na bi
okay
na mo asem da
aban o wo so ye MPP
ko yenko
ni team po so de eye train enam wiem ebeba no enipa bia wontu anamon ede show mo tu anamon se omonko ye se adwuma no they can and go through a procurement process.
All right.
2. One sika sooner I want to gi yen so no say only ko feasibility no. E ho kuntebu ne e ho
sika ne say
$2 million.
Thank you.
That's so much you say
I am sika na mudi kan na na say.
Yen ko wo asem apeso.
Eno akwana na me feel. First chunk na ba ne say 600 million. And you dey say na mangrove no. Feasibility for your the Benjamin Mubia. Where you check the I'm just trying to compare something. Where you $2 million and my company be. So many feasibility studies. Since when? Oh, we said we need for Bonnie for Mumdio Masa Yabra. Yabro. Bisa who say a yin pakuni bottom sika. And were you $2 million? I'm not walk abroad and tell me too. Some men got iPhone 20 million. And that's iPhone 100. Kwabra? And if we send you no me send you me for iPhone in my enemy gusu nam UK bonten so. And America bonten say me iPhone na meduru ya. E compare to enko bisa nwasam. Compare to enko bisa nwasam. And it ya get me at Chrome hand the name of feasibility studies. Train na from the same year. Ahe na ya adwuma. Akra ba mi akogina ya fa ne sai ayi kwaw Easter say that no go ayi bi wo na work bi mewa sabe ne ko kan ho say wo wa ye train kwan sia ban bia na ne refit akra tukuma se train nyaduma ne refit akra tukuma de ye ni na ayi adwuma na enya adwuma ne refit akra tukuma se train kwan enya adwuma and so why train kwan sia ban bia in the history of Ghana. Yeah, I don't even know where they read from. What $2 million amubi enya wo de anti you don't care na sanya menwa oko kan COVID office audit reporter yet you atam sika ade ama company bi so omre ambulances kwabra ba pem na yesi yi ambulance na ma yesi ka so ama so that is a good for this government for you see who mani wo mani ya ne da kwache ne atoagu eno anu no yapon Case closed. Nobody asks anybody any question because Nana Akufo-Addo na take kunya so he's untouchable, he's unquestionable. You miss the question. Who miss the question? Answer. Procurement breaches. One person. Okay, the department of Mr. Charlotte said. Oh my.
Procurement himself.
Procurement himself. Yeah. You have to that.
Asempa FM.
Akwaba.
Chamiye mi Joso.
Yeah, me panel the same.
Well, some of 30 minutes.
No,
That's your name. How many minutes?
Mini panel test and friends and your.
Oh, money. Namely, Mamicha money. We coins from Kusu. Now, who can say about Manchun Kabim?
I agree.
And to the point, I be doing come.
Don't get into my lane because I'll put you on weight. You're careful.
Yeah, no correct.
Men call a businessman, Chow Mount, Mr. Mamincho, quickly number.
Who the Uber Serenity? Say, Obi the
Beman. As a major to me, Becca, Minjin to one young to me, and the vice president.
Mentees beyond.
Okay.
I'm so one more to whom I didn't say like members mental group was like from and I really almost muti and I think a very good afternoon or good evening to them. We need to help people to develop.
Yeah, it's important.
I never come here and say when I was in Coventry University, I had a law degree. The school got me a whole lawyer as a mentor. A whole lawyer. Those who wanted to be solicitors were giving solicitors. Those who wanted to be barristers were giving barristers. In the UK, you cannot be the two together. Unlike the other hard jurisdiction, you are the two, but you cannot be the two together. Exactly. So I think that
we lack that too.
We lack that. And some of us here, I mean, we will help our younger brothers and sisters who want to, climb to the top now. Because how many people even know, even you don't necessarily have to be a lawyer with your law degree.
There are so many things you can do.
There's so many things you can do with it. But I didn't know about this. And I must automatically go to Makwala and become a lawyer. But that's not always the case. Anyway, so that was just by the way.
My annuity has expired.
Wait.
Some man to and the one lady come check Republic of Gamaga for Namincha.
What again? Creative Republic.
Oh yes, we but I've always said it is the only republic within a republic. Now Emi say na chum can be about national anthem. Say yeah no obi no na adwin so no be tea call na call ni here national anthem no. You see, okay, sir, issue you see here, you have a count. Yes, I was a man fan channel. And now, Kazu, Nazin, and I am seeing the exactly. What is here? Now, Sabi. Now, go for the Banonia Arabian Queen. What is here? Two national anthem now on office. And when he no call now or receive a hiano or he look in the scheme of things. Sabi, we imagine, but me feel say or he no occupies a bigger social position than she does. What must say? Now so no cry and fan channel. Man pay na nkase munu na Eddie Kain, Eddie Gun so, and the rest of us, we am fan channel. We condemned his conduct. Yeah, now I condemned that attitude, that conduct. Absolutely. Yeah. And in the bano, on your exceptional. The fact that we are paying bench sabi. You occupy the position of an Arabian queen. Would ye national anthem? Yeah, national anthem now to me in your pedigree. And I'm not seeing the same vigor with which I criticizes on I'm not seeing similar and the same vigor I had criticizing on this particular conduct. Similar, if not worse. Say on in the or no one sorry. What and he gave a reason. I even apologized. Wait there and yes, nothing you know. Then need the ho. She decided to call her Eban and he had chain national anthem. How many minutes does it take to recite the national anthem? How many minutes?
Less than 2 minutes.
Simple issue of life and death. Sebi. Seconds now, benya butre. Ame on office we dey hu here. And I didn't see the same level of anger from the president as he exhibited towards the chief. And I've not seen the same and a similar extent of anger. I'm not seeing similar anger towards the daughter of the president. Is it because she bears the title of the daughter of the president? Some 2 legs are good, some 2 legs are bad. I mean, 2 legs are good, 4 legs are bad, and some 2 legs are good, and some 2 legs are bad. Yeah, we are equal before the law. And as the president, Sebi, you must treat all your subjects the same way, and found whether the subject is has familiar relations with you or not. Or he say kroma ahimfude ye buomo. But essence say no ye no. Na nimtia Emma Yenina no, Mampenyin Bufuye, Yenina were upset about it. But a banidia Obian can hasem. Yankanasem because we are Mampenyimba. I think that is objectionable and we ought to condemn that conduct. And Yadia Ebwa, and if the standard ni say, if they are reciting the national anthem, Obia so didn't the national anthem no. And found you ought to do that. Now, I expected people to condemn that conduct. People were trying to rationalize by saying it was an emergency call.
An emergency call.
Obianan or since as a broker and Hano, Yanvanchano.
Emergency call.
Obim or Hinumwa, we knew Sukaka. No complaints was as a bro. Hano, Yanvanchano, Zinano Hunyanede. I can simple. None home fano, none home fano, and who to do. Yanvanchano, no Yanede. That's another. None home fano. What did I say? Yanvancha numpo. Now Otiapo kama. And the claim you say was an emergency call.
Of course. Emergency service provider.
Exactly.
Must say a chopper sefa. But
do we even have to ask for it?
Paul is also a US and NDC or contribute to power. Also a man in a power. Your comments and call to the daughter of the president will not reach anywhere. Why? How on earth are you expecting the president to rebuke his daughter for the total disrespect he showed while the national anthem was being played? If you're expecting an apology from the first family, then please forget it.
Forget it.
It's only under this super incompetent government that anything that has to do with anyone near or close to the president is overseen as never happened. Ghana is retrogressing under the president. It's so sad. Mother Ghana's glory will be restored again. Paul de Sousa there, but the money who was uncle we did. Lawyer Kwame Jan.
Yeah.
He didn't say uncle. Can't do baby or say, yeah, can be kake. Or say, Nimabusa, I don't know when I could do because I say, me my trom brandy be. Domu yen almost in the trace. Ma ka obi also bit much no nkra baby
me ba ye me in fact one of the issues I me can was me Achimota Forest.
Very good.
Me be kan was who the man fa mampanyin ban ne sabi hu na odi ye man fa no nto nchan na membra issue I hear me na mu ka about twins issues look and you send the text message
yeah
odi bim it I come here say the closer you are to the president, the more likely it is Sebi, we bibi crowd be from Wedi.
Oh, of course.
And it's becoming increasingly look, they say they are trial objectionable. It's becoming a threat. Because Adrian among for say say some people are immune from the law insofar as they are closer to the president. Yeah, Canadian man the debate Judge Kwesi is standing trial and as if for but don't crowd in some huna a chance. Minka say Sebi no so but I'm saying that people have committed even worse atrocities against this republic. Ebim cry see form movement to papa nsi dey be down on penim form movement to. And yes, and you are creating a class system whereby, like I said, the animal farm scenario no, the closer you are to the corridors of power, the more likely you are. I mean, you are shielded from the effects of the law. But yeah Canada wo de ko wi body kra na hwe kom already o man mo ayedin e comedy na wo fasa kom a edi wo hu nti e ko wi bibia wan hwe yi a yes I be man one cause wonu busu for kramra beho what is here me kai no and it is still in the same vein of lawlessness. Unim say Accra had the only forest reserve left any Achimota forest
no kan mate say wura mu adua bi inside no
there be omo dua bi minim for a fact say under Sir John omo ko dua ndua ni bi because there was the need inside no ebi mu ko twetwe the sorry basin as for but there was a need to reclaim get it back until omo ko dua ndua bebre wo ho say see they have reclassified the forest and onim ni oma yes see me no ka say I have evidence that indicates they've gone to Gazette reclassification on my I'm over to ton ho you cry look o ma chicha mankrofo cry sa to ton mankrofo I'm telling you you start seeing buildings coming up in Achimota forest and I'm telling you obi a wo nim say wa koto asase ho de fan say wo sika ne wa hwe sa sika no because we can't allow that to happen. The very minute we allow our forest to go there na just Ghana ye the whole of the capital city there's no forest reserve apart from Achimota ya tonton mankrofo ama ya ko Gazette amanfo. Look, if I are chicha people who have had portions from Salano have in turn sold to other people.
I do we say a binary peripheral.
Peridium fra. How do you define peripheral? Everywhere there's no peripheral as far as that forest reserve is concerned. Even a peripheral. Even a peripheral. Catch me. Because there are forests all through. Even a omo didi mu amani aka no na aka nti peripheral bembie ena mikajo says see ankrofo a ya chicha asase na mom no omo afoso aton ama ebi mu kra say they should come and develop and you know how much they are selling each plot for the average is $500,000. I'm telling you amahini per plot look me see South Forest no wa koto asase kan hu ni say nya de obe develop you anybody who thinks he has an interest in Saland look. And I've made this point, and I was speaking with an MP the other day. Say, we have to form a coalition of some sort, and to sponsor
some of these.
To ask for resistance is bound to happen. Now yet you know forest in the yom such as we are not interested in preserving our own lives.
There's no buffer zone.
There's no look. Sustainability and sustainable development. What do people understand that to mean?
What if we are Israel
sustainability conferences now so the very things that you do to preserve your lives work clear. And there was a day I was listening to Ora Community Japan and I was impressed. He was equally livid about Achimota forest and some semi, and that is a kind of anger I expect from every Ghanaian. And can go be or think look, if we allow that forest to go, just we are done. What you must say. And like I was saying, now many MPB didn't come. We need to sponsor a private members bill to ensure that when it comes to reclassification of forests and our forest reserves, it has to be the function of Parliament. Say, 2/3 majority of Parliament must vote in favor of reclassifying the forest. And sana to me, convert our forest into residential property or any other facility for that matter. But as it stands now, you need just an executive instrument. And at the instance of the minister, that can happen. And that is not acceptable at all. That could be a best or not to a forest. You see, we are reclassifying the entire forest. Yes, sorry, forest in Kitingiti Akan. At the end of the day, Ghana will be without any forest. Meanwhile, on annual basis, Uko Forestry Commission, Uko Ministry of Lands, this joke of tree planting, why do you think we are doing that?
It's a joke.
It is.
It's a joke.
It is. It's just a fanfare. Tell me how many of the trees have survived. Now, so Sika is true on when Jessica Kuma. And I make it.
Do you have
when I had man professor, I'm good.
The Okano or say, Sana Muntul quiet to know. I have grown a very good. I have grown a so I have grown. I have grown a because me and Kasa. Look, if you look at the depletion of Ghana's forest cover.
I think 1 second.
The rate is alarming.
Say you do your Ukruma. You never say you are very important.
Very
America alcohol. America alcohol.
Every man US. Residential accommodation in him say, I own him.
Nasa ya sigalam say I say and sass.
That's how you do it. Sana ye no.
Ka dey way. Ensase you need to reclaim it back. Na sooner ka ba ko dey nuare nyina egu.
Exactly.
When ensase ne back in the next 10 years or 15 years or whatever years.
Reclamation ye the connection. Reclamation juma yes ye no ye the connection.
Ye reclaim.
I am telling you the connection. Me who a chopo anyway, I mean that word has been a while since I used it.
Ye reclaim assassin.
Ye the connection. Enu so be connection a man for the penny for the connection
assassin.
Yes ye reclaim hu sika da honum no enu so ye the connection. Look, me see we are sitting. You
can't think fire.
You see, and Omahene, you see, and the NT Amika says, I didn't agree na yedin. If you look at the rate, I'm telling you, if you look at the rate at which our forest cover is depleting, no, what tier statistics and our data over the period now, we are show. And see, if we are really conscious about reclaiming the forest, and then Kubidu Kubebi, a Kochicha Kubewa ministry, and Crawford, you could be 1 million. Trees in why. And Nyanti Amikasa said we are spending money in the name of tree planting. Now so we are destroying the remaining, the only forest reserve I Accra. Yes, Chichaton. And it's the same ministry that came up with the Saha you know. It was the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources who assented to Saha you know.
Yeah, Dada.
Look, yeah, dear abroad. Because you can't claim say, oh, we want to, increase and intensify efforts at sustainable development. Enti say ye dua nnuane na sefo. Meanwhile, nnua ye ewo ho dada no. Ya twan mankrofo. Ye ngoka esi peripheral. E dey any peripheral. Na actually what for is aka no kra sen. Ya twan manal kopim gimpa. I am telling you. Because and people are holding land.
Omu rush ni mu kra.
Misi yakọ gazette ya mankrofo esesi a obi a wenya ne de no.
Gazette very difficult.
The
minister slept on.
He's been that Masa Azemana okay. Slept on what?
Slept.
And you're not the in by. Slept on what? Look.
Oh, say me busa way because. Said look. I think him. Me busa way because lawyer. Said ye see e kasa fasa anamontu aye from so on. If we go back.
And no make kasa see ade. And among for tie na ye kan. So long as you are close to power, ne o kan ehia o. Yeah, Masa, yeah, omu ni say e dede kwa na ye you.
It can't be so.
It should not be so, and it cannot be so. We cannot allow it, and we should not accept it.
Will you be coming back here
to have this conversation? Yes, Miss Gazette. I've seen a copy of the Gazette. And no, I chunk of us was as you are Gazette in 2 we are safe. At Chimota Forest, Yaton. And I'm not mincing my words, Yaton. That is the kind of country we are in. So we pretend say to protect your environment. Now so the very year bet me boy who by no yaton. And them guys I was really impressed the day I listened to Ora Company Japan. He was equally livid as I am. Say adia a boy who by the only yaton to ama enunkwana aka.
No, but
no, okay, no, you see media no. Sometimes it is hard to tell yourself the truth.
But I think Metro. What we say sa hon dem interest because said the Indonesia pohun de
easy
say anya hwe kura
obi kwaya forever
baby aka eboa yen e de enwunu ni ma bi back at nkran kodiem you know what you said TDC for us Ramsey house
Ramsey size no
so document no
say no Mrs. say the Ghana. And look, that dovetails into another conversation we need to have. Government lands.
I don't know we have like
Missy government lands. If Bradin and look right time.
Government
and look right time. Look, Uko cantonments are. And I have never seen that extent of chrono me I don't know how
cantonment did because cantonment did for the for ministers are not any baby I know what tia na ban dan sisi wo man I can meet my so saying Edwa Konantia for unya say na wait here na to join na jamba 40 na wait here
they've sold all of them to people
na baby no na tin na ko
onim say DVLA ne wo 37 DVLA any police barracks ya ton it's been given to a private developer. I see a very unique development company yeah they are mom. Onim say ekoko abenya kosi zaden obviously it was out of excitement and out of goodwill and antinom kosi zaden ye de onum na maza company no if I dey mom I say the mom
mon kwa chire na company ni mra
that's the thing oko say unique development company na abehu say you need development BB. But yes, until you search, and it stretches from Maxmat. Ekopim baby there's this dealership. It's Stanbic Bank Yes, yeah, didn't you private developer. Yeah, pump DVL for yeah police for no suko. Is it like how can I know when the mobile US from Akasa no suka na da mobile. Missy government lands a man for ton wa ben we mu the time. And nukre de bako. Na me na ebuafo. Nukre de bako. And the question I keep asking myself is say Bianca tonton no say ya. Nti ombe sa no dachi bi they would need a place to build BB for government. Now I say muko private person na demand that's no way on no no there has to be a conversation and me I'm saying say aban bi obebia after this aban bi ebebia. And look, I'll be following closely the manifesto promises and policy positions of candidates on Bebano. Anybody who speaks directly to this issue of government lands, any young foresty, in a way that convinces me, Omahini, that is the kind of candidate I'm going to support. Trust me. Galamsey say environment, and no look, says the OBTS mo. Galamsey is free for all. Hey. Yeah, TSM keke.
Galamsey.
That's the one to be the answer. I quite offers or cancer for his camera when you
are assembly but says the sacra is terrible.
We should be worried. Me was a crop. Many Obi Dominic. Obi
Bakajo say Obama concession.
Yeah, money who cry no. Me am an advocate
against what I'm saying.
Illegal mining. That is, in fact, that was the import why we are.
We were there.
And I'm going to say.
See, my introduction and then say former media into the Kwan so they bring mining the baby a typical examples case example. I feel you na me jam my crema Obi on no to us there. I quite be a tap match. I'm chico in a jail. What's that? Oh, mammy 30,000. Now, mammy Busumi. Emma 1 million. They did be breathing. That's
Lucas Rocasho.
Who says, Unim Nipa me. I don't Mijina hair.
Oh no, phone. And you no kwame see say get yesim. O be jam because party food soldiers e be no be now be. O me nyaso dey can ban paying for omu ye. There are people working for them. Look, me say I don't know any government. I need a candidate. I will catch him say this is a clear policy on environment.
Now, those policies now. Say I think
you see me back now be DHL. No, implementation you see as far as an enforcement goes, they failed. I am saying that whichever candidate is coming, when would they fail as far as the fight against Galamsey goes, they failed. NDA is obvious. But I need a candidate to catch them. Me buy the first 100 days. No, 100 days is even too. The first 1 year, no, we are going to do an environmental audit.
We share 18 months. We are going to.
No, me see 1 year. 1 year is fair. No, 1 year. No, really 1 year. Look, if you want to fight Galamsey, look, and you say at the end to me, people are not willing to do it because they are profiting from the Ekosui. No man can grow. We know what is going on. No, me see, Minister, among for aid, the people are profiting from what is going on. You think, look, you have the services of the military at your disposal. Every security agency you can command. Now, Uti Haya catch them say we've lost the fight. They are not. They don't want to do it because people are making millions from this. And then namely, you see, there is this effort to shift away from the dollar, and the base is going to be gold. Ghana nyamie share nyewo gold, and we should be one of the leading players in the next level of currency management in the coming days. No, but essence see idea obia regulation no. It is no longer enforced. Obi enu a regulate bibia enu asisi Galamsey de penyimfo ye nkwala ye obi yebi party for yebi when mu yebi, and people are making millions from it. At the end of the day, at do that time now yenso anka gold kakre yebetimi dia boy ho ban, so that we will not suffer adverse effects from the efforts amount for a year to move away from dollar. No, Says yeah, we will still become vulnerable and we have to go begging like we always do.
Dr. Dakwa or DC or the Abawase, Oman, it's very interesting to hear the NDC condemning the president's daughter for doing something improper while the national anthem was being played, because a chief previously did something similar which courted general condemnation by Ghanaians. I am not sure if what she did was against the constitution. To what? Mamen King can be pacho. You are not here. Obi chena juna. Be accommodated. I am not sure if what she did was against the constitution. But if it is so, then why are they opposed to the trial of Honorable Jachi Kwesin for also engaging in something against the same constitution? Dr. Dakwa Ewo DC and
how can you compare to mine?
We no untimi empiano nto nchensa obi a che na adwene wona na nya adwene na wo de
No, but the somebody is accused of an offense, like a criminal offense. Now we
but Yama, I think them Yama in your name so more about
no the opportunity to contribute.
To also express.
But he also has the right to,
of course,
it is okay
to the view.
You can't say NDC is condemning Akufo-Addo's daughter because a chief was condemned. I mean, how can you even make this kind of an analysis?
No, that's not.
Oh, can be.
Or say,
can be
according to the comparison.
Oh, Massa Jaine,
it is interesting to hear the NDC condemning the president, but I'm not an NDC person.
No, I know when you come the course of my
morning. I started this morning that to be fair.
No, it's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable.
That's the we are done.
I mean, I think it's fair.
What the gentleman is saying is what the gentleman.
And gentleman has more. Can I work? I never want yourself unacceptable.
Don't be selective.
But the problem he has is connecting that to Jachi Kwesin. With the chief, there is fair. But what the Jachi Kwesin?
NDC for you see. You are talking of say BB
it's
no, you can't say it's against the constitution.
He was certain whether it's against the constitution or
it's not against the constitution, but it is
President ba edane di no ene mrekuni ni bo ebra na se sa na tie dia adenti na NDC
you should have waited for an answer before proceeding.
No, but you've
asked a question, you have not had an answer, you are already proceeding.
You shouldn't be writing this.
Contesting that opinion
must be realistic.
No problem.
But you seem to have a problem.
Your opinion must be realistic.
That's not a problem. But how not?
But
saying more Munkama.
As much as what's your opinion?
Who could not say Nibia?
And
Sabi. Ebu a utie na asem na wo kan pa. Tim se wo hu ni ti na wo ni kon no.
When I want to say when you learn to na hu ni ti.
But so be the change patcho. Ti na say be ko transport.
And
ye tie nsem ni bi ni pa bi ni mu. Ansa kra na wo be situate wo mre mu no. Tim se
some
wa be gina ha wo ka.
So na nya wi ba ja ni ya ni. Ako ka je won na mi ka kwa ba.
Yenia.
And then I make kwa say public accounts committee. Public accounts committee. Me will say Otiwoni Unia in Shiaisuni no and NDC Nina Akoka say na down for ne papa nti na obo na baso sa ni na mama ikini.
Oh yeah.
And then I stress you how we have run some of our institutions, especially the assemblies, not much go against procurement laws.
Because they don't get prosecuted.
But and then I'm sure I'm telling you, committee no. Ono ayemra HSC and say go against those who breach those in Shena. You do call as any bia amaya could do asem.
But that's the office of the Attorney General Prosecutor.
That's where the challenge is.
Yes.
I think say from the Public Accounts Committee, we have referred a lot of matters to the office of the
Attorney General. And no go for that. You interested?
No, me back.
Oh, David.
Let's
interested. Go for that. You interested?
Who's your Public Accounts?
Interested.
It stems from.
And I'm so wait.
Ushe ko chairman na say
and engineer
omunye politics o
it's about
a lot of the cases that are being determined.
Yes,
I think the problem is
that
the Attorney General I think the Attorney General's office are mine. They are overwhelmed.
They should recruit more people.
And for me, I feel
he says if they are overwhelmed, it means they are understaffed.
As a leader on the account, I think it's about time we referred most of our matters to the special prosecutor, because you see, if you look at the law, the
special prosecutor, the only team, it doesn't fall.
If it's corruption related, I think we need to refer. And of course, if you say I was say go through public procurement, no one go through Ofumra, I was here to but even that, I think the Attorney General's department and our office must set up a specialized unit.
Yeah, dealing with just audit reports.
Because you see, a lot of the cases, and it's even a deterrent. Obi to say Unia and go through a embracing was here na yedina kujina as a nibiasi yendi na asemwa. Or Chebino, or no on yes, I'm here now. And you know, Emmy David said that what you share sitting in. But I can also tell you, sir, with the coming into force of the Public Financial Management Act, a lot of the now who's infractions now when it's here, because of how special the act is. The caneno now will be also ne district crano internet in the procurement won't go through the giftment system. No acquire. But now if you don't go through the giftment system, irrespective of who message the auditors will flag it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't go
because the ranking member but in fact the last person who spoke from the PP,
yes,
he was really on point.
No, he knows his stuff. Mante, the current CEO of
very serious.
He knows his stuff. I mean, he knows his stuff.
And I'm saying, now when we now Ghana, yeah, sometimes some of these things.
Oh, he knows his stuff. But I'm saying, maybe I'm not to say take can be about Ensasimo.
Yeah.
And I 100% support him, especially when he says Obi say we should sponsor a private members bill,
yes,
to ensure nobody can use an executive instrument to sell our lands.
Yeah.
So that's it. Because lands issue, especially Achimata Forest net down. There will be a so. Me and them say are binding in Sakobo Achimata Forest more. I'll be part of those who demonstrate against government.
Yeah.
Any government at all. Because you see, it's a serious buffer. In so to buy in now so in so many because you need for any forest no. Can funny say and can nimo how baby your forest you are. Can so e buy e got a one see a channel na chine gida na amem kwa asase no so na asem de na asem ko. But ene e buffer so yeah it salam down e buffer dem money near my na. But that said, I think my brother made some assertions which I don't think is true. I can tell you on confidence and on authority, as we speak, nobody has entered into the Achimota Forest.
I didn't say they've entered, they've gazetted and sold it.
No.
You want me to show you the gazette?
I'll be very glad.
I'll show you the gazette. I'm telling you on authority that it's been gazetted.
And of course,
what's
same case here, but all these areas where there's this popular area in Achimota where a lot of the Upper East people live. Teresa, I wouldn't even all is classified as Achimota Forest. But now
there is part of the reserve.
Yes,
it's part of the reserve, but not in the forest.
And your forest, but it's classified as Achimota Forest.
Those are the one they turn
and I make us say it is our places, no.
Yeah.
And of course, this whole thing about old family in man. We all know. Say before the NDC left power, they gave over 300 and something acres of land to the old family.
Part of the problem.
Yes, and it took Abu to now renegotiate with them because you see, I'm telling you, It took a book to renegotiate with them, and now from the 360 no, Atiaba 260. Now share senior hono nkrofo ebusuan bi dia. And abaye se won de on say to so. Eti emremu no e wo mo on tumi bi say ase o mo fa kwan bi so na o ma begi o ma be wo so kakra. But we need to get to a point where we say enough is enough. I mean, asase no what on asase wa ji hu sika di aban ka asase ye di be bibi ye fanya ye kra na you should not be able to.
And aban was no interest on asase no was do.
Too much government lands.
You Kwame Jan come on be dia.
Na was asase ba ko e $500 aban interest ko mo say.
But I'm telling you, sir.
So from where you sit, you say a gazette.
No, because you see,
okay, what are you?
I think because you see, and I follow lands. I'm on the TDC board. I'm on the TDC board. Now we are struggling to even get lands and reserve it for the future purposes.
Yeah, Tony,
so that's here. Tony, there's this issue of Ramsey site. And these are issues Abedawa every day is a headache for everybody to discuss. So it is a city media. I was saying to me, Jansa, Sibia, in Chiman Bar, and now abroaching as if for to me copac so. Obeko, Emerewa, Yedi 70 and Bavi, Obeko near Tipac, so obedient in the crown almost so the natural ambience. Yes, and from a papa cry, if through a bow cry, you know, London Green Park, and then as if there are parks everywhere. So we will not sit down. For any government, not the MPP government, not the NDC government, to be touching state lands. And for me, I cheating but I only want to put on record, sir, this government has never and will not sell any part of that forest.
You see, you can sell a government as an entity is not selling. But once you release it to people, and one almost look, says your question, who beside the so-called old family, no, some crofubena,
old family, not to.
You see, sir, no, go from the cover up, woman cannot cry.
Oh, family, no.
Look, let me tell you, all family and Kasokra, who is the family?
Oh,
who are they? Who are they? Who are they?
Look,
and look at that family. There are even contentions about who actually constitutes our family, but that's a conversation for a different day. Now, no more petition no cry no. What is have all volunteer petition? I'm on volunteer petition no. Look, in some way, but I'm telling you, sir, the thing has been gazetted. I'm not going your
families are almost nose around. Experts in it. Etro and Sasia Yomudia Banji ya. One person would
me say where forest and we oh. I mean, I'm very familiar with land issues.
Now, trust me. You know, there are people who work in Accra, main Accra. What the name? Who's a Sasidawa? No, copy surveyors near
picking up
lands. No, check his assassin. Yeah, acquiring that one. And these are private.
There's a particular land in airport. Papa B. Mamim Bisa Ebi. When Ghana Airport, Ghana Airways was getting liquidated, Omoto Omonsasi. In fact, did they even have land to sell? Because it was acquired for Ghana Airways by government of Ghana. Into government of Ghana, Japadi. Imagine Obia Koja by Asasi. Ye Bisana was Ghana Airways for a Toman. In fact, one can say Toman. He said they auctioned it to him. Ghana Airways, everyone says you auction the movie.
But Ningina has to do with our laws, and I'm happy say government is bringing this conveyance in some new system of acquiring land and land title registration.
Enforcement.
These are old lands. They are just doing transfers.
No
assignments. So,
for instance, in the UK, it took some time. So even in the UK, still you have lands that are not with the new system. No, but it will take some time. But you see, we need to get to a point where so because as I see a media. Oti ufie kra na ubo computers wa obehunu sasa
yen call for nso bi no ambulance no.
That brings me to, look, sebi jumehunu omudi wo lance ho hwe utimi nya title obi be ko na yi wodin ye free title registry no emu wo ko research a wodin ba biemu obi din na eba. Now, so the mother document, why are you there? Within a wasso, but who search out within bad that. And your uncle for Omutua, Omudis argument. nti abansa asisu obi timi ko ye be assign asase na ama no na obi so edi ekire ama ye yi ni nipa ni di abansa asikro ya o abansa se ya kan ho asemi I had the opportunity of looking through Bakubi. She nipa no be nipa 4 and none of them says they assigned it to the other. Nanzo me ko e no ye be assign am wo kwa na ye yi mi din no na ya assign am we su kwa na yi wu din nti wo kwa search na there is a history. That means starting from me to you to way. Meanwhile, me nimu also nimwe. Now so it is assumed that me na me assign ma o na also assign ma we. Okay, so quickly, OPK, maybe see a wrap up on OPK now for your main conversation. Please send my warmest greetings to my brother, Lawyer Chuma Mpofo. Lawyer Chum Berryman. I'm also from Achim Heman and Jampomani, and also born in Osino. Okay. Dr. Dakwa OPK na flag race contest na kwase. Alan na me. Of water region ya kase. And then Deba na. And for me the beautiful thing about Deba is to say for instance you call Ododo the last time. And we are consensus by consensus. There be clusters, and we bring together 3 constituencies at the central location. Because Ododo for no, Obikra was also a party in Nebia for a very long time. Only work politically. So bringing them together, yes, is a beautiful concept. Initially, I had issues with it, but me call back and I realized it's a wonderful way of bringing the party people together and telling them say, and that's all. I mean, whatever we seek to achieve. It is still with your GTP message, no? Oh yes, but it's more focused on the party. I mean, the GTP. Nationally. So far, you may not like it, but it's the only. It's national in character. Yeah, it's the only presidential candidate, even before becoming presidential flag bearer of the party, has come out with a policy. And for me, it's one thing that needs a commendation for. So I mean, Obianam and all kind of message, hoping say Owinia, Afena. But as a leader, you must be visionary. Yeah. Okay. And I think say that is what Alan brings onto the table. I mean, it may not be fine-tuned as you would want it, but I know say Owinia, if the party wants to develop any policy, any manifesto to sell to Ghanaians, it will be anchored around the GTP program, no? And of course, the Omampin and Adu Danko Kufuor Swabe. So when you marry the two together, then we get a continuation. So how are you doing? The move it is slogan, a dream is slogan. Impact, no. No, but you see, a dream is it is something that is coming from the delegates. I mean, they tell you. Impact. It is clear. Maybe could be a dream. Oh, maybe could be a, you know. I can understand how people want to attack a Drumiso, but it is not being said by Alan. It is the delegates. When you go to the announcer and you give them microphones to speak, they tell you, say 2007 we buy a Kajo Senyabutre, 2010 we buy a Kajo Senyabutre. Where delegates? Yes, 2014 we buy a Kajo Senyabutre, 2023 year you say a Druso, and a party no so any so. Say be your party no your tradition, no. Very conservative in nature, so that's it. Etienne Afena Webeka and Dankwa Dubia Bonzo and Buzia Dumbo and Dankwa Bedi and Buzia Bedi and Akadomufono. It just a bush of women has been a different and the Monam go Viapa West. Akadomufono. No Monam go Viapa West. Alageti. The Ben Alageti Basu be the president. On count. Another Ben Buzia Domo. Domo no. And I make us say the Ben Odwesa is also there. On these are founding fathers of the party. So that's you call in Kramemo Atokwa Shimone as a phone. These are people who brought up the MPP party in 1992, 91, 92. They started the movement. You open up no bian. That is the point. Into Bianco Canasem and your friend Obekasina, your friend OPK. Hey, nature say, Brian bring na Dachi. Because him be the president, yeah. Because me but in any case, but in any case, I don't want people. Because I say, application. Where does it fall? That's the point. In any case, Alan, there be Alan Baye. Hey, only me. Yedini shabuzi so fi onye bunu ni.
So dey me attack before to buzi abagu buzi no buzi an ko ni
de ne ko
ntade no kra o hwa
so de ko ba fa koto so de ne ko pa ga
oni na buzi before so ni ba bia
no offering va
before so ni line bia mu.
Everybody must campaign on his competence. and for me, it is clear.
What's that?
Maminti Obiki.
Obi an campaign on the competence. Your man opportunity kakra no. You betimi. Let me say. And then nyamia madum member of parliament.
Yeah.
So that should be if I want to vie for something bigger. Yeah. I will use the member of parliament as a pedestal to
your
campaign.
Sacrifices in the party.
Yes. To campaign. I mean, as a member of parliament, how close I am to my constituents, how I'm able to answer their needs, how I'm able to lobby for them to get projects, and all of that. It is based on that.
So how are you sponsoring your campaign?
Alan and
Alan.
Oh, say Ononeja Olanchi Efre Bibi
Kitwebienswa.
And then many IT you one more kasa the volumes and yes kakeseng of Nankofodi to more. But Onobia sending 50 Ghana, 20 Ghana, 30, 100 Ghana, 2,000 cities. But you see, one interesting thing is that money will not be a determining factor in this election. In 2010, make I say, you got 2 national elections. Omampeni, Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Oma 5 cities. The like 50 cities, but we all saw the number of votes. Of course, Sika, idea. But in determining the future of this country and in determining the future of the MPP, and a sitting polling station for women, and then say, Okwa, and you more to say, oh, or my penina that Kufo, or by pre 2000 election, and you man had done no. She was sitting, I mean, for me, that is the most important thing. How was sitting as police station officer?
Yeah.
You look at that to vote in the next election. Then and I can tell you, I mean, there are polling station officers who can vie for president of this country. So they are very knowledgeable. They know the traditions of this party. And I know, say, won't be Oransha Martin. So
now, how well have you solved that problem our parliament? Munyanama, say baby question to force in the court on video. How well have you solved it? What demonstration you are ready to work with them?
How do we solve it?
I mean, it's affecting government business at the expense of Ghana.
It is. But I'm sure the constituents are NDC for representing in parliament, you know, they are looking at them. You see, we need to appreciate there's separation of powers. Is the NDC telling Ghanaians and then they have lost confidence in the judiciary, in the judicial delivery, and I say the justice delivery of this country? Is that what they are saying? Just yesterday, Ablakwa went to court and won a case against Reverend
Victor Kusibuati.
Reverend Kusibuati.
Is that his name?
Yes.
No, that's too much. Which of them?
He won a case against him.
Now there's no established identity.
That is an NDC.
Working kind here.
That is
he has 2 identities.
And then I will repeat you. Hey.
That is an NDC.
Second one.
But I mean, granted, but that is a victory for the NDC and an NDC element. So that's it. Me, I've always maintained, say, this whole thing of criminalizing or trying to punish people for holding dual citizens in Yemen, I don't support it.
Yeah, I remember.
Me publicly, I've said it. I don't support it because you see, if somebody holds a dual citizen, and so what? And the person wants to serve Ghana, and so what? Boris Johnson, no, yet the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Okita UK citizenship, Okita America, and now Canada, Canada Prime Minister, Okita Canadian citizenship, Okita US citizenship. Jerry John Rawlings are in worshiping. Only Fabi of Scottish.
But he was a citizen of Scotland.
No, but I'm saying that.
Well,
yes. If you look at the citizenship, if you look at no,
if you come on fra, obi odin wa ko fam kurufu from bi so.
Na Rollins wa fan ko fam.
But you see, the citizenship. UK, that which determines say will be a UK citizen. If you were born before say 1981 or say 1982 or say there, because your father or your mother hails from one of these United Kingdom countries, so you are deemed as a citizen of that country. And Untina, I think in the early 2000s, it will be the same way called court. No, I think in the 90s or.
Rollins,
yes, Rollins case. They went to court. And the court determines.
I think to judgments and more was.
Yes, the court determines. The guy's allegiance is to Ghana.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, it's what I say. So I don't support that, but it doesn't also mean because we have a system. There's a rule of law working. Let's allow the courts to operate. So see, I cried here. You say you get your question, Peo. At that 2 first in the court. I am telling you.
Oh, and
at that me offer
what's it to my
Oh, was it to my
the attitude of minority furniture.
And the
fairness is like just even Lord hope like I was it lies in the eyes of the beholder that we're going to both fairness.
But you see, the sad part is that your courtrooms are way. They cannot even pick more than 50 people. You have fine brains, legal brains, statistical data. And they do Jimoni Nasifu the case. Are you saying you don't believe the
to what end? Are they trying to influence the judge to make a certain ruling, and they are trying to not blackmail, but to force the hand of the Attorney General into doing something? What really is the end effect? They are filing probably prosecuted, and at the end, what are they really seeking to achieve?
Being charitable. It's a clear case of blackmail.
I almost said blackmail.
Okay.
You say Obia Washadada. So and that is what they are. And they know, say, because of the numbers, you need them anyway. But you see, you should not do that.
It's a bad precedent.
It's a bad precedent. Especially
that should be MPB. Okay. And because look, everybody else on his side will say, "We solidarize with him." Okay. What are you trying to promote? Me, I am. Look, in principle, I'm not against, but I'm advocating. Say, the Attorney General should file a nolli prosequi, in the exercise of his discretion. But and also in Chile, and I did so on the principle. I made that, advocated for side on the principle. Say, as if North for they deserve representation. For 4 years, quality representation from their member of parliament. And it means you are further starving the people, of representation. But you are deliberately denying your people representation in the name of solidarity. And it's unacceptable. OPK now me bet to
I'm in any way finally.
Okay.
Nana say kosi. I don't know more payum nipa ngochuma kansi ni against Baumia.
Nipa boa payo nipa woche. Obi enu wa kansi ni. O ma kansi ni anka na obi a den letter basi we.
Amodwe na evo.
Yedi ma nya party was be.
Obi a den letter basi we ade ni we ja. I mean obi a come here. Compare what is Alan? Ajina simpie so. Even abo ekutiakra against any presidential candidate.
Yeah, minti.
What's Alan? Ejina obi say ne oma kan bom na. What is what jina so kra ka say? Ono okwa say osi omo pregna omo ya de share. Omo dia konia na yi. But ono there one say obi na odi akonya penny die. Because onim say after November owinia you need everybody all the time. You need everybody to move. You see, the election I called 2024. So big cassettes 2024 election. No, say you a walkover. MPP win. We any Papa Martino. Uti ni kasa. Nana pokuti ni kasa. You realize the ideas in the business and private sector and man is somebody you need on board to help you campaign and even to help you govern.
Okay.
So that's but say if it turns out, if it is the case, say Nipa 8 air support to Nipa back one. Say on na enko winia.
Back no support one.
Ose,
Alan.
and I'm making.
Say 8 is support Alan.
Say nipa 8 ni support Alan dia.
That is 7 na support Alan mo. Say Alan mo come. 7 mo be support Alan then na be 8.
Hey, and say
no mo yi support in Chan.
Alan.
That support no captain no.
Onka 8 no ho.
Onka 10 no.
Banze no mo yi ne film.
Ensafo. Onka 10 no wana.
No, said it's about conspiracy. No, the conversation is about conspiracy against the certain country.
Onka 10 no wana.
Qualified to be part of the 10.
I said there's 7 na be on support Alan. I can't 7 no. And I don't know. It there's 6 money support Alan.
No, you can't almost support Alan. Almost amongst them, no, they are all against a certain candidate.
Technically, no. I mean, did against a certain candidate.
No, doesn't mean they are supporting one amongst the 8. No,
I think it is someone's own imagination trying to create that impression.
Say akokosu.
I think say Obina.
My platform
suddenly
almost screenshot to be bring so brave.
Suddenly,
I say NDC platform almost screenshot to a lot of things. I control money, money, or by director of a
NDC platform.
Director of a
NDC platform.
Then I'm screenshot
NDC platform.
Elections, director of elections.
He is fit and proper to be, but the question is, say, NDC platform
for issues. So I be that.
He is fit and proper to be. So I is he not?
Trade.
And the camera. So
Atijana.
My point is
director of IT. Who's a Jifa? There be any Jifa. Yahira Koko. They train. Mama no see.
You are listening.
That said, no, Mestre, all that parents say, hey, I do, bro. You know, you share Casamu, you go Bagina, and then Namiko, baby say, Sabu Mimigina or Yawan saying, Obe attacking me. Say, Evan Semigina, or Bominusu. Say, if I want to respond, how I respond, me more in Subio. Yeah, Edian Macoboyam. So that's it. So these attempts say, among for mama for small jobs. Obi correspond to yes, ye boy. But what the will be a call round so I want some okano. Who ketia a particular candidate and now boy kutiao. Or not by responding be pay or responded. Obi a person responded and responded. Asem say so much so much on to bullet big mo ken. Oh, asem say na ekoso. Onyano. Yenya I mean on to Musa. Is very competent. Trematin is very competent. Dr. Baumia is very competent.
On the competence,
all the other ones, they are competent to lead the MPP as a political party. It's so
welcome. Is one of the introduction. MPP for no. Look, I have always made this point, sir. Obia Okan Hobi
5 minutes.
Obia Okan Hobi. I said the pan you're very careful. Ne kasim ne niyem so that at the end of the day you wouldn't have to spend the rest of your campaign time trying to do reconciliation within. Eyadia ihiapa mprempi, and we seem not to be learning our lessons as political animals. Say obe say wonyonko yewe elections now. Oh yes. Ube say unyonko na uwia waba back say oh mumma yankana, forgetting that sometimes some of the damage people occasion to others, irreparable. What I say. And look, this is an internal contest, so it's like friendly fire, but they be moved to some are taking it to a different level. Jabs the anchor media. I won't share them here, sir. If it is not bringing you the votes, you can avoid it, because once you start cassette here we now we su cassette here ube wana degenerate kakra a bedroom pempenso bi no it will move out of control, because supporters ndi omo hu jimu wia eno no it becomes difficult to control. And I'm beginning to feel the campaign is taking a turn for the worse. We are kokasi now, people are attacking, or candidates are attacking one another. Says here, we see ne economic strategy no emfa ana emfa we so see we enye sika na yedi ye I mean esa na at the end of the day enya dia ebebua fani say nipa na yeka say the economic strategy no emfa no obi winia. How do you go back campaign for such a candidate and present him as somebody a obetime ye free or how are you musisi ano? Because his trump card is economics. Now say who says that trump card ni we, how do you expect to repair that damage and still present him as a candidate worth looking at? Oh, now say also uko kan sem say oh sika sem ni yemfa sika enu nkyere say obetime aboma na nipa ni winia. And my understanding is that the MPP is supposed to be a capitalist entity, which means they believe in wealth creation. What is here? And he said, if you destroy the idea about owning wealth, say how then do you project Nipano as somebody who understands the private sector? And he very fair, yes, you really need you.
This one,